my name is Leilani. So in this video, I am sharing with you some of my updates for 2024 and some of my goals, things that I can provide for you service-wise, since now this YouTube channel has very much merged into what I do for my job, which is basically serve homeschool families, consultations, testing, evaluations, choice navigating, that kind of stuff. And it's definitely merged in with the channel. So because there is a collaboration with Wendy over at Plan Prep Pray, I decided to jump along with her because I love Wendy. You should definitely check her out if you're really interested in seeing how homeschool families work, and check out her channel down in the description box below. There's also other homeschool moms too as well, so check out that playlist. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the first thing, because you are on YouTube and I want to address what we're gonna do with this channel in the future. Algorithms changing for social media, just in general, and I saw it, and I have to find different ways to reach you guys and others. Of course, I'm like, guys, subscribe, share, comment, all the things. If you find something useful, share it with your friends, please. So I kind of experimented a little bit here and there with, what the algorithm likes. Right now, the algorithm on YouTube loves shorts. And so what I've decided to do for 2024 is to really have just one long form video that's informative and then 2 shorts a week. Now, obviously, during like April, May, when you guys are looking for curriculum and all the things, I'm gonna probably do the 2 long form videos. But I've also decided to start a Facebook page. Well, I've had it. I just haven't really been on it. I haven't really worked on it, but I have been uploading every single day on that page. So the link is in the description box. Please go and follow me, because I eventually want it to be a little bit more engaging. I'm also planning on doing lives. Now, I'm still deciding on what day, so I'll probably put a post out asking what day is best for you, and I want to address some of these really difficult topics and questions that you have, because you leave me all sorts of wonderful questions, and I try to make videos on all of them if I can find the answer. Sometimes I don't get to them, but sometimes it's just a simple answer that I can do in a video. So I'll probably do a Q&A once a month, and then maybe another live, probably first and third. I'm looking at first and third Sunday, and I'm gonna stream them on Facebook as well as YouTube. But I also am uploading to Rumble just as kind of a secondary platform. It has a completely different audience than YouTube, and I know there's a lot of people over there that I can reach and connect with. So Rumble is another place that I've started uploading to. Right now I'm in the process of uploading all my old videos. So if you go over to Rumble, it's Livingwitheve again, you're welcome to follow me. I have all of 15 followers, like I said, just started. So that's one place to go. I am continuing with my consultations. So I offer evaluations for those that are in the state of Florida. It's a homeschool evaluation. You must be enrolled as a homeschooler, and it does apply for those students that are doing the Step Up for Students UA scholarship, not for those doing the PEP scholarship. So basically, I will put the link in my description box. I have a Calendly, I think is how you say it. You sign up for an hour, and I do your homeschool evaluation, which is a portfolio review. I have plenty of videos on the portfolio reviews. I'll put one up here in the iCards if you want to check it out to see specifically what you need when you're homeschooling in the state of Florida. I'm also going to be providing a group testing this year through a homeschool co-op in Tampa. So if that's something that you are interested in, if you are a PEP parent or have a student that's on the PEP, that's about 20,000 students in the state of Florida. They have to get some kind of testing done by the end of the year in order to continue on with the scholarship. So I'm going to be doing that through the homeschool co-op. I'm going to put notifications up on my Facebook page to let you guys know when you can register for that, how much, all the things. It's not going to be online. Now see, my homeschool evaluations are actually online. So I do all of them through Zoom, and I have a schedule. It's very super easy. Some people will email me their portfolios or just do a show and tell on the camera. Very, very simple, very easy. I'm really super laid back. So please check out the Calendly page. I have everything as of right now blocked through the end of April. Like, it's open through the end of April. I have not opened up May, June, July, and August yet. And that is because I am working on trying to get some speaking engagements possibly booths at a couple homeschool conventions, because I do have a book and I am in the process of writing my second book, and I'll talk about that in a second. I also have these printables that are available on Teacher Pay Teachers. And if I do pursue any booths, I will probably find a way to sell those. But right now, there's a link in the description box. I'm going to say that like a million times. There's a link in the description box. You can go to that link in the description box and click on Teacher Pay Teachers, and it's free right now. I just want to make it available for you. And it's basically, it's a supplement as of right now that is taking some educational ideas for preschoolers, kindergarten. It could be for first, second grade, depending upon their developmental age. For example, my daughter uses them and she's in first grade. So, I mean, if we were going to go by ages. So she uses these to just kind of help supplement something. And they're all from a biblical perspective. So I'm going to continue. I'm doing about once a month, uploading a new one that you can use. And they're on the Teacher Pay Teachers website, description box below. A second book that I'm working on is not going to be out for a while because it seems to be pushed back a lot. And it is actually a very difficult topic for me to talk about. It's not necessarily specific to homeschool families, nor is it specific to families that have children with special needs. It's pretty much going to be written from that perspective because that's where I'm coming from. But the encouragement, because it is going to be from a biblical perspective, the encouragement there is for parents in general who are so busy taking care of their kids that they don't stop and allow others and for God himself to minister to us, and that difficulty that we have as parents getting over that hump, which is very difficult. And I'm guilty of it 100%, and it is a very difficult topic for me to write, but that is what I'm working on right now. Hoping that it sticks, and I'm hoping to finish it at least by the end of 2024. I do want to continue speaking because I am a teacher by heart, by nature. By nature, I'm a teacher by nature. My heart and my passion is to talk and teach. I love teaching my kids. I love teaching middle school. I love teaching high schoolers. I love teaching adults and working with adults to try and help and support them in their journey and help give them information that they need. You know, so that's another thing. That's another reason why I've gone down to one video a week, because I want to really hone in on some of these topics, these informational type topics that can provide a lot of insight for you. Eventually I can make it into a speaking type topic. And like I said, I am trying to work on getting some gigs, I guess, speaking engagements. I'm doing it for free, guys. Like, so unless, if someone wants to pay me, I'll take it, right? But I want to get my foot in the door. So if you know anybody who is looking for something, I'm doing a couple online conventions as well. And so that's just the practice, the networking through those. That's also another avenue. I do have one coming up in February that I'm going to be doing online speaking. I also love doing podcasts. It's not even like about advertising my book, to be honest. It's just about getting the information out. Another thing that I do want to continue speaking on, because this is just a side passion of mine, is digging into Messianic. The Messianic Judaism is the name of the quote-unquote denomination. But because it's my background, I have a passion for celebrating the high holy days. That's just a very strong passion of mine. And I want to share that with other Christians, and that so they can see, because when their eyes are opened, anybody's eyes, even mine, because every single year, right? When eyes are opened to those high holidays and how our Messiah fits into those, it's just a whole area that opens up where we can worship and honor the Lord and love him and know him better. And I think it's a very important area because a lot of churches don't teach that by this area. I'm not, and I do it. I've been doing it for 20 plus years. So that is just kind of like a side thing that I do, teaching it, especially our next generation, teaching it to our kids. A lot of families are more and more interested in the high holy days and how our Messiah is just so glorified through celebrating those days. So that is just a little side gig thing. I want to speak at some women's church conferences, I'm hoping, and I'm praying about how to do that. So I talked about writing my book. I talked about the speaking engagements that I'm really praying. I'm hoping to travel at least once this year to another state. That would be great. I talked about my preschool packets. Okay, consultations. I don't know why I'm leaving this for last. So I do homeschool evaluations. I did mention that before. I know I did, right? My fees for that are needing to change this year. So I'm going to put them down in the description. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put my website. Go to my website, and then I have all my fees listed out. I had to, everybody's increasing prices except me over here. So I did. I had to increase my prices to match others and to match inflation just in general. So the prices are going to be listed out on my website. I'm not like charging you $1,000. It's not ridiculous. Okay. It's feasible is what most people are doing for homeschool evaluations. So they're up online. I'm going to start those on January 1st. Choice navigating. So choice navigating is something that's happening with the PEP scholarship specifically in the state of Florida. And you can actually hire me through Step Up as a provider. I'm a provider on there. So if that's something you're looking to do, and find my name and sign up, and then call me, because don't just sign up and expect me to call you. They don't do it that way. You have to reach out to me. Now the group testing I mentioned, the private testing is I have the PIAT, Peabody. Now that is not going to count. They don't have that on the list of tests for the PEP. That will count though for if you are homeschooled and need an evaluation and you choose to do the testing option. So I do have the PIAT. It's a 2-hour session online Zoom. I only do them on Zoom right now, not in person. Everything that you need to sign up is through Calendly, and it will send you a Zoom link and send me the Zoom link and a confirmation and all the things, and then I just meet you up on that day. So I think it's pretty straightforward how that works. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section down below and I will try to answer you. You can also email me. If it's a really deep question that you don't want other people seeing, you can email me and I will get back with you. My email is down below as well too. So okay, so that's like business stuff. I know it really sounds a lot. It's not as much as it sounds. It's really not. So I do have some goals in my personal life and in my parenting life. And since we're at the end of the video, I did want to take some time to share them with you, just so you know that my whole life is not just, I don't know. I'm just saying this because you might get an idea, I guess. And it's part of the collab. That's why I'm saying it. And it's good to be held accountable. I wrote them really down really quick. I want to spend more time with my husband alone, like talking about things. We need to do that. I'll leave it at that. I think everybody does, so I need to. And that going down to 1 video a week is going to make a big difference in time. So there's that. Each of my kids, I have different goals that I've kind of set up. For my 14-year-old this year, homeschool-wise, I'm really, educational-wise, really going to work with him on his writing and rhetoric and communication skills. It's important. It really is. We all need to be able to communicate, right? And he's thinking so deep. That's what I was gonna say, is he's just thinking so deeply about life, and he's getting very, I want to say philosophical, but I don't think that's the word to describe it. He's just really discovering the world. That's what 14-year-olds do. They discover the world and they're trying to make sense of it in their whole new way of thinking, because they're middle schoolers and their brains are changing. I have a video on that too. So then my other son, my 12-year-old, because he's 12, we are going to really focus in on focusing. We're going to focus in on focusing, and also how to just focus. So that's every 12-year-old's goal. So we're going to goal it up. Okay. Then I'm going to talk about my 10-year-old girl, who is so amazing. When it comes to getting her schoolwork done, she does it. Her gifting, I'm just going to be straightforward, as music. Yes, I finally got a child that loves music. I was waiting for this. She can sing and she plays piano. So my goal is to really help her to be brave. For Naomi, and that is my youngest daughter, she's 7, she's Down syndrome. We are continuing to work on her reading. We've definitely introduced some sight reading and some phonics. This channel is going to talk a lot about that because I've been doing a lot of research on that. And playing around with her, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, all those things. Also behavioral things. That's one side of this channel that you guys, I do not put that on YouTube. Behavioral issues that we are having in general. I mean, we all have behavioral issues with our children. She is very, very strong, and when she wants something, she will fight to get that something, which is a very good quality for her to have, especially with her disability. And actually, children with, and this is just a positive for those of you that do have children with Down syndrome, the children that are very difficult at times, they can be the sweetest thing in the world at times, but they can also be very difficult. I want to encourage you that those are our kiddos, when they're the kiddos with Down syndrome that are very strong like that. Those are the ones that are making and shaking this world in the special needs community. They're the maker and shakers. They're the ones that you see in the newspaper opening up their restaurant or becoming a model or teaching. There's an article that I read about a child or an adult with Down syndrome that's teaching a preschool class. How amazing is that? So those are the kids that are determined, and I've got one of them. But she still has to obey mom, and she still has to follow the rules, even if she doesn't like them. And we are going to work with, my husband and I are really doing some research in that area. My husband is very much getting more involved, as some of his goals is to get more involved, and he has very much gotten more involved than ever. You know, we've been put through the fire, and I'm not going to go into detail, but I will say that much. This year, we have definitely been put through the fire as a couple, where we have to sort things out and work together to solve problems, unexpected problems that we didn't even, it needed both of us. You may have watched some of my older videos where I look really tired. Well, yeah, there's been some fire this year. Lives, look out for the lives. I'll stick a poll up soon to find out. I want to start definitely in January with the lives. And I mean, this is exciting. This is January and February, kind of slow, but it's going to pick up quick, guys. And have a great new year, because, we're almost to 2024. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.